Long ago, in the land of Canaan, there lived a young man named Joseph. He was the son of Jacob, and among all of his brothers, Joseph was loved the most by his father. Jacob gave him a beautiful robe made with many colors, a symbol of love and favor. But that gift became the beginning of Joseph's suffering. His brothers watched the way their father loved him, and jealousy slowly filled their hearts like poison. Joseph was different from them. He was young, hopeful, and full of dreams. One night, Joseph had a dream that shocked his brothers. In the dream, they all bowed down before him. When he told them what he saw, their hatred grew even deeper. To them, Joseph sounded proud. But Joseph did not yet understand that sometimes God shows people their future before they are ready for it. Days passed. One morning, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers who were watching the sheep far away. As Joseph walked across the fields wearing his colorful robe, his brothers saw him from a distance. And in that moment, jealousy turned into something darker. Anger, hatred, resentment. They whispered among themselves. "Here comes the dreamer," they said. At first, they planned to kill him, but one of the brothers convinced the others not to shed blood. Instead, they threw Joseph into a deep empty pit. Imagine the fear Joseph felt. One moment, he was walking peacefully toward his brothers, and the next moment, he was alone in darkness, confused, terrified, betrayed by the very people he trusted most. Then something even worse happened. A group of traveling merchants passed nearby, and Joseph's brothers decided to sell him as a slave. For only a few pieces of silver, they traded their own brother like he was nothing. Joseph cried out for help, but no one listened. The caravan carried him far away into Egypt. Everything he once knew was gone. His home, his father, his freedom, his future. Sometimes life changes without warning. Sometimes the people closest to us become the source of our deepest pain. And sometimes God allows painful seasons for reasons we cannot yet understand. In Egypt, Joseph was sold to a powerful man named Potiphar. Even as a slave, Joseph worked faithfully. He could have become bitter. He could have hated everyone around him. But Joseph chose discipline instead of despair. And slowly, God blessed the work of his hands. Potiphar noticed that everything Joseph touched prospered. Soon, Joseph was placed in charge of the entire household. For a moment, it seemed like life was finally becoming better. But another storm was waiting. Potiphar's wife falsely accused Joseph of a terrible crime. Though Joseph was innocent, no one believed him. And once again, his life collapsed. He was thrown into prison. Imagine how painful that moment must have been. Joseph had done the right thing. He remained faithful. He stayed honest. Yet he still suffered. Many people lose faith when life feels unfair. But Joseph did not. Days became months. Months became years. The prison walls were cold and silent. Many people would have given up. Many would have become angry at God. But Joseph kept moving forward one day at a time. And even there, God was still with him. Eventually, Joseph began interpreting dreams for prisoners. One day, Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, had troubling dreams that no one could explain. Then someone remembered Joseph. After years of suffering, Joseph was suddenly brought before Pharaoh. Standing there, Joseph interpreted the dream with wisdom and confidence. He explained that Egypt would experience years of abundance followed by a terrible famine. Pharaoh was amazed, and in a single moment, Joseph's entire life changed. The prisoner became a ruler. The forgotten slave became one of the most powerful men in Egypt. Only God can turn a pit into a palace. Only God can use betrayal to prepare someone for greatness. Years later, the famine spread across many lands, including the place where Joseph's brothers lived. Desperate for food, they traveled to Egypt asking for help. And without realizing it, they stood before the brother they once betrayed. Now Joseph had power over them. He could have taken revenge. He could have punished them. But pain had changed Joseph. Instead of bitterness, he chose forgiveness. With tears in his eyes, Joseph revealed who he truly was. His brothers were terrified. But Joseph spoke words they never expected to hear. "What you meant for evil, God used for good." Those words carried the wisdom of a man who finally understood his journey. Every betrayal, every tear, every prison, every painful season, God had been working through all of it. Joseph's suffering was not meaningless. It was preparation. And sometimes the hardest seasons of life are the very seasons God uses to shape our destiny. The story of Joseph teaches us that delays are not denials. Betrayal is not the end. Suffering does not mean God has abandoned you. Even when life feels unfair, even when people hurt you, God may still be leading you toward a greater purpose. Because sometimes the pit is only the beginning of the palace.